between Fury and Wallin.
Let me mute this shit right here, right now. We're going to give you some highlights. I don't know what to say about the future of Tyson Fury because his future is in jeopardy. In my humble opinion, this fight should have been stopped. If it was any other fighter, the fight would have been stopped. Tyson Fury was in control the whole fight, but if Otto Wallin had, I guess, dirtier tactics, I'm not saying he should have been dirty because he did glove him. He did some old shit to Tyson Fury at the end of, I forgot what round it was, where he literally, like, pawed the cut. And Tyson Fury, numerous times, would open up the cut after. Who was the cut man? I forgot his name. We got to listen in. We're going to probably be here for a while. This is all live real time, 1:08 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
To experience it.
I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. We cover every single major fight live. I don't need to tell you the date and the time. It's already there. Tyson Fury should get a unanimous decision, but now, with a cut like that, a huge one above the eyelid, one on the eyelid, you have to wonder, can he fight February the 22nd, 2020 against Deontay Wilder now? The punch was from the cut was from a punch, not a headbutt. Up until around 6 or so, they thought, Ben Davison, Tyson Fury, they thought it was because of a headbutt, which would mean that if the fight would stop, it wouldn't go to the cards, but that it would go to a stoppage or a TKO via cut to Otto Wallin. So basically, Tyson Fury was in danger. And then something happened in the 12th round where, listen in. Please subscribe.
Unanimous decision. Here are the score totals. Judge at ringside, Don Trella, scores the bout 116 to 112. Eric Cheek sees it 117 to 111. And Tim Cheatham scores the bout 118 to 110. All three in favor of the winner. And still the undefeated lineal heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson Fury.
They got it right, but that barely tells the story. A well-earned unanimous decision win for Tyson Fury, but more drama than you would ever expect. Wallin put forth the game plan early. Then in the third round, he landed the big left hand.
I have some highlights for you, and I want to see. We got to see the post-fight interview because that cut has just changed a lot of things. He's going to need plastic surgery. Going to have to worry about scar tissue. They were Otto Wallin first. Listen in. Please subscribe.
And you proved that. How do you feel about your performance tonight? Maybe the scorecards don't reflect what the fight was like.
Yeah, I didn't even hear the scorecards, but you know, I did everything I could. I tried my best, and Tyson is a great champion.
Joey was telling you, target that cut. How much did that cut make a difference in how you fought tonight?
What did he say?
When you saw the cut, and Joey Gamache was telling you, target the cut, how much did that change the way you fought tonight?
I tried to hit it even more. I know it was a punch that did it in the corner over there, and you know, I was happy that he was cut, but I wish that I could have capitalized a little more on it.
You hung in there with the lineal champion, who many consider the best heavyweight in the world today. What does that tell you about where you are?
It tells me that nobody can question my heart and question that I'm a good fighter.
Exactly. Thank you very much for your time and performance tonight.
Nobody can question that. And that guy's going to make himself a lot of money in the course of the coming years with that performance. He is a true heavyweight contender. The final punch stats, by the way, Tyson Fury, total punches 179 to 127. A clear advantage there. Power punches, one.
I'm guessing BT's doing that interview with Fury. But yeah, man, that was a scary fight. It was a scary fight. Now, Tyson Fury was in control, but, you know, you would think, right? From what, you know, the cut changed the fight. The cut probably had a lot of listening.
Tyson, how did these cuts change the approach, especially when you found out that it wasn't a headbutt, but it was a punch that if they had stopped the fight, you would have lost by technical knockout?
That stupid Mayan belt.
Yes, firstly, I just want to say thank you to my Lord and Saviour Jesus Christ for giving me the power and the strength and giving me the victory on this special weekend. Secondly, big shout out to Bob Aaron, Top Rank, Jimmy Patero, ESPN, and Kevin Mayer. And after that, I want to say big congratulations to Otto. I just want to say rest in peace to his father. I know he'd be very, very proud of the performance that Otto Wallin just did. The great Swede, the Viking warrior. It was a great fight, you know. I got caught early on with the inside of the glove on the eyelid, which cut the eye, changed the fight completely. For majority of the fight, I couldn't see out my left eye, and then Southpaw Orthodox clashed heads and give me a second cut. I've not seen the cut, but it feels quite bad. But you know, I am a gypsy warrior. This is Mexican Independence Day. Come on, Mexico! Viva Mexico!
You told us in the fighter meetings you wanted a war. You wanted to finish this fight with a body shot a la Julio Cesar Chavez. You ended up with a face like Julio did against Oscar De La Hoya with the blood and everything. What did you learn about yourself in your performance tonight?
Listen, it was a good performance. I got a good 12 rounds in. Otto Wallin was a tough Swede. Blood, guts, heart, all showed tonight. I won the WBC prestigious Mayan belt, the lineal champion, 5th defense of my title. Deontay Wilder, I want you next, bum!
You will get that next once you recover from this cut. And when we look at that, 2020 is the fight everybody sees. What did you learn tonight that will help you for that fight?
Listen, all preparation is good. You know, I had a long time out of the ring. That's my 3rd fight back now. 1, 2, 3, 4th fight back. Put me in good stead now for the big boy, the old bronze bomber, the big dosser, a.k.a. Big Dosser. He's next February 22nd. Let the cut heal, you know, enjoy myself and get some time to relax with the family. It's been a long, tough, hard camp.
Round 12 against Deontay Wilder was memorable. Right here against Otto Wallin, it was also a very tough round. How do you get through these rounds and just continue just coming forward?
You know what it is? It's all heart and determination. If I can keep going, I will keep going. You know, he was a tough guy, hurt him with some chin shots and some body shots. He kept coming. He's 6'6" tall, 20-0. He didn't know how to lose, but tonight I was the better man. And again, one more time, rest in peace, Otto Wallin's father. He'd be very proud of his son.
Get stitched up, and we'll see you in February 2020, the rematch against Deontay Wilder.
You know, he's just a dynamic personality.
I got to remember to get you guys the replay, if they don't show it on here, of when the cut happened via a punch. But that's nasty. That's going to take some time to heal. You know? Now, of course, he's going to get the best. Whoever this guy is, I forgot his name. This cut man, he did a wonderful job. Because Tyson Fury is not expected to get cut. You know? I mean, he spars with no headgear. Now he need to make sure he spars with headgear. You know, because shit can happen. It was a short left hook. Tyson Fury leaned. Here it is right here. He leaned into it. That right there. You seen it? He leaned into it a little bit. And Otto Wallin caught him and cut him. And, you know, like I was saying, you know, I'm wondering, like, for one, I'm disappointed in the commentary team of ESPN. Because no one talked about, like, you know, how damaging it can be, not from Tim Bradley, Joe Tessitore, even Andre Ward, about how damaging this can be to the future of Tyson Fury's career. He could have lost his eye in there. Yeah, it's not a broken orbital bone, but still, like, first it was the cut, you know, above the eye. It was like, all right, cool, it's a nasty-ass cut, but at least it's not in the eye. And then on the eyelid, you saw a lot of times Tyson Fury will be ducking in, leading in with his head. Otto Wallin, you can tell that he's like, if this was a more seasoned fighter, you know, a fighter that has dealt with fighters or fought fighters with cuts before, Otto Wallin could have had that fight ended. He could have fucked that cut up just by, you know, trying to tie Tyson Fury up. And Tyson Fury didn't need to be tied up because he was going in leading. Tyson Fury, in my opinion, was worsening the cut on his own. From what I've seen, he was worse than the cut on his own. So you would see that Otto Wallin, right, the cut man would do an excellent job on it. It would be a big-ass glob. It would fall off, leave that little bit in there. Tyson Fury goes in, leans down, Otto Wallin ties him up in a headlock. Tyson Fury pull his head out, the fucking Vaseline pops out. Or he'll be going in, you know, on the inside trying to fight. It was working for him. It was working for him, but a very, very dangerous tactic. He's very blessed he got out there with the win. He needs to pray that his eye is going to be okay, or more so, the eyelid and the scar tissue, and it's not going to be a issue, especially going against a guy like Deontay Wilder when it was the left hook. Well, it was the right, but then the left hook had finished him off. Well, it didn't finish him off. Tyson Fury did get up. But let's talk about the heavyweight division real quick. I'm TstreeT Controversy with FightView360.com. You have Deontay Wilder, who's the WBC heavyweight champion. He's going to be fighting Luis Ortiz, and now with this bad omen, what almost happened tonight, you have to only think that, man, Wilder, you better be careful against Luis Ortiz. It's supposed to be happening on, November the 23rd or November the 9th? Likely on Showtime pay-per-view, but wouldn't be surprised if it ends up on Fox. Andrew Ruiz, WBA, IBF, and WBO, and the highly coveted Jade Seductive Alluring IBO champion will be taking on Anthony Joshua in the rematch December the 7th, 2019 on the Zone in Saudi Arabia. And that is the heavyweight champions. Alexander Usyk is the next mandatory. Kubrat Pulev is the mandatory after that for those titles, especially the WBO and the IBF, but we expect for those titles to stay together. We are now 2 days or about a day from the 60-day mark from the Dylan White failed drug test. We're still waiting on those B samples. So the WBC mandatory is tied up until, they figure out what the hell is going on with that. But in the meantime, let me pull up a couple of brief... Oh, they got a little segment on the cut man here.
First they look above the left eye.
Where did they get this from? How did they know to pull this up?
Deep breath. Can't see.
It's a bad cut over his eye. I hope he has a good cut, man.
They're boxing's first responders. 60-second medics.
I was getting my eye for a while. Al Gavin stopped it good and felt good after.
They did this on the fly.
No one starts.
They must have already had this in the archives.
A cut man's a guy who's been something else. Maitre d', field worker, maybe even a matador. If they failed as fighters or trainers themselves, they still love the game. Love it in a way that's, in the blood. You hang around gyms until you acquire not mere knowledge, but a kind of wisdom.
Vaseline.
Part surgeon, part shrink, part politician. Show me a cut man.
Shout out to that cut man.
I knew once I get in the corner, man, they take care of the work. That's their job.
Guy who still sees the fighter as a kid. FX Tool, himself a cut man, once wrote, "I stopped the blood and saved the fight. Boy loves me more than he loves his daddy."
I got a good cut man. I got the best right here.
Back here at the T-Mobile Arena.
We're going to wrap it up. I don't think they have... they got the cut man. We got to give him a shine. Give him a shine.
MVP tonight. When he came back in that second round and then in the third round with the second cut, walk me through what you were thinking, because those are not just your run-of-the-mill cuts.
You know what? The first thing that I have to say, I gotta get to God the glory for allowing me to give me the wisdom to stop the blood. And yes, it was
the Mexican
deep
hero.
Cut. And then in the third and the fourth round, he came with two cuts. So I know that I had to work. And then one of the referees said it was a punch. So it wasn't my understanding we couldn't stop the fight. So it was very important to me to make my word count and make sure that the blood it was gonna stop.
Without revealing any secrets, how do you get those cuts under control?
You know what? It's just a matter of experience, and I know that I can stop it. And I was just sure that I can stop it. And I did my best to stop the fight because I know he was going to win this fight.
It's only your second fight with Tyson Fury. The relationship, how important is the trust he had in you? Because those trunks tell a different story.
Yeah, sure. I mean, he got a lot of sympathy for all the people, for the human being, for the Mexicans. We got a beautiful relationship between Tyson and me, the whole team, and I'm very proud of him. And I thank God for this victory.
Those are the trunks full of blood. The Mexican flag represented tonight with Tyson Fury, and he did have a war very much on a September 14th, Independence Day weekend. That's exactly what we got here in the ring. Max, we send it up to you.
Thanks, Bernardo. Guys.
All right, guys, I gotta go. You know, it was the cut. The cut made the fight exciting. I bet everybody tuned in like, oh shit, Tyson Fury can lose. Oh shit. You know, but turned out to be a pretty entertaining event. You know, we had a upset. Some people saying it's not an upset with Jose Cepeda beating Jose Pedraza. You had Emmanuel Navarrete put a boot in Juan Miguel Lourdes' ass. Gabriel Flores got the shine. I'm going to cover that fight a little bit later on. But I got to go. I still got 5 more fights to cover. 1:23 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm TstreeT Controversy. This is TstreeT Controversy Live. All hail the Gypsy King. Please subscribe.
In the world needs to stop trying to be first to say everything and just kind of let things play out. I know that's not a reality. I didn't put too much stock in the fact that Wallin was going to fall in 2 or fall in 3. I knew he was going to be a tough